Hey guys, so I felt like talking about something today, and recently, I'd say about maybe a week ago, I finished all of the New 52 Teen Titans, all of it. And the thing here is, I don't know how many of you people know this, but I am pretty new to comics, so I have always had an interest in the Teen Titans. They may be my favorite fictional team across, fiction in general, but I'd have to sit and think about that one. But so a while ago, when I was first getting into comics, I really wanted to check out the Teen Titans because I found out that they were a comic book. They were an actual comic. So I went to a bookstore. It wasn't a comic book store, just a regular bookstore. And no, I asked someone that worked. I was like, "Do you guys have anything, anything related to the Teen Titans?" And they gave me Volume One of Teen Titans: The New 52. And when I saw it, I was a little bit confused because none of those characters I don't remember. I didn't remember any of them from the Teen Titans show because that was my actual first exposure to the Teen Titans. The show on Cartoon Network. That show is literally probably a 10 out of 10 to be honest. But yeah, so I read it and I was like, okay, I don't maybe Raven and all of them will show up later. And so I read it, I worked my way through it, and I don't know why. It wasn't because I disliked it, but I got to a certain point in the story and I couldn't get any more volumes. I think that was at the time where there weren't any more, and I didn't really know how the whole thing, I mean, to this day, I still don't know too much about it, but the whole system, how it works, and the volumes and everything, how you have to wait. So I stopped, and I never continued until recently. And basically, after in that New 52 Teen Titans run, I saw Raven. Now, the only reason I knew it was Raven because in the comic itself, they referenced Raven. They basically said her name, and I saw Trigon and everything. So I was like, okay, this is cool. And then she had a different costume and everything. I guess a literal Raven-esque costume. So I was like, okay. And then, I got through a bunch of story arcs. The Colleen story arc, a bunch of different arcs basically. And after I finished it, I actually found a comic book store, and I was like, okay, are there any more of these Teen Titans? And they told me that basically I read the wrong Teen Titans, that I should have read the new Teen Titans, basically with from the 80s that ended, like it started in the 80s and their story went all the way up until like 2000 and I think 10 or something like that. And I said, oh, okay. And then he explained to me, the New 52 and all that. And he said how basically that one is bad and everything. But for me, I had just, I was reading it and I liked it and everything because, there were, I did see problems, obviously, especially in this story arc called the Culling. And, that arc, I saw potential within that arc, but it just didn't. I guess they didn't really do it as well as they could, basically, because I recognized some of the Legion of Superheroes that were in that arc because I also saw that TV show as well. That's another amazing show too. But I understand how that one is probably, actually no, it was a little weaker for me. But I did see the potential, and I saw that it could have been way better. But basically, the characters, they were different from what I was used to from the show as well. Like, there was Wonder Girl, Cassandra Sandsmark. She had this armor. It was really cool. I really liked her character. She was sort of a thief, and she only looked out for herself, and then she gets when she got these powers and everything. And it was cool in her background, how it was more mythological. Yeah, I really liked that. And, Kid Flash, actually one of my favorite arcs in the New 52 Teen Titans is the trial of, Kid Flash. He gets developed insane character development. He was actually well, I guess I won't spoil it, but he gets a lot of character development, and the relationship between him and Solstice. Solstice, she changes drastically throughout the series. But what I'm trying to say is, I finished all of the New 52 Teen Titans, and while I did see mistakes, like let's say maybe not plot errors, but I guess different small inconsistencies within the story, I did, enjoy it. Now, that being said, with all that being said, I like Superboy, all of them, New 52 Raven, all the New 52, characters. Red Robin, Tim Drake, I really liked him, how he wanted to create the Teen Titans for basically he wanted to look out for all the young people, like everyone, I guess, early 20s, teens, all that. He wanted to look out for them. Us! But, now, that being said, after this guy explained me New 52 and all that, and he gave me the first, I think, the first 15 issues of the New Teen Titans, from the past, from the 80s, and everything I just said about New 52, the Teen Titans I liked, but when I read the Teen Titans from the 80s, and I'm talking about the characters, their story that ends, in 2010 and such, when I read them, I instantly understood why people could hate or not like the New 52 Teen Titans, because guys, when I read the New Teen Titans, like when I started it, and I'm still getting through it, it's a long, like I said, it just ended in 2011 and it started in the 80s, so it's a lot. But that comic, it blows the New 52 Teen Titans just out of the water. Like literally, if the New 52 Teen Titans for me would be like a 9, the Teen Titans from the 80s to like 2011, 10ish, they are like a 25, like a 30, because it was just amazing. Like the character development with Raven, Raven, guys, Rachel Roth Raven, it's far superior to what we see in New 52 Teen Titans. And granted, the New 52 Teen Titans didn't run obviously as long as the New Teen Titans from the 80s till 2010, but over the course of a few issues, Rachel Roth / Raven from the first series, like that series, her character development is off the charts. Only in a few issues, and New 52 Teen Titans, it takes she's still being developed with the New 52 Teen Titans. What I had read, and it wasn't as well done as the past. The same thing with other characters like Beast Boy, Cyborg, who's not even in New 52 Teen Titans. We have a bunch of characters in there like Jericho, Protector. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. There's a bunch, guys, for the past Teen Titans. So reading that, after I finished reading the New 52 Teen Titans, I understand. I really do genuinely understand why people say, oh, the New 52 Teen Titans, it sucks! Like, it just sucks, bro! Don't read it! And personally, for me, since actually, the New 52 Teen Titans Volume 1 was the first actual volume of a comic I've ever read. Not first, like, comic in general, but, like, first volume. So, for me, I do like the New 52 Teen Titans. Like I said, my favorite arc in that series is the trial of Kid Flash, especially Soul. Oh my god, what she does, like, oh. But I do understand, guys, why so many people, every time I look at a review of the New 52 Teen Titans, and they're always saying, that the other one's way better, this one's terrible. I understand, guys. I understand. I don't hate anyone for saying that it sucks, and I really don't. And I do recognize that at points in New 52 Teen Titans, like, the writing is off a little bit, or either the writing, maybe the interaction, something is off, feels off, even though when I first read it, I never read, the past ones. But it did feel kind of off a little bit at times. But what I'm basically saying, that I think personally, for me, the New 52 Teen Titans they're good. They're really good for me, but New Teen Titans, you know, I say new even though they're technically old, but the New Teen Titans, they, oh my gosh, guys, they are brilliant, like out of this world, and I'm not even finished. Like, literally, I have volumes 1, 2 of the New Teen Titans, and I have, like, I've been reading farther ahead. Like, I'm not even, I'm probably, maybe I'm halfway through New Teen Titans, guys, maybe, but just from the little bit of New Teen Titans that I've read, obvious that that's way better and far superior. But I do thoroughly enjoy um, the New 52 Teen Titans. And but towards the end, I will admit this, towards the end of New 52 Teen Titans, basically when I think they changed like writers or something, and it was like there was also a drastic art style change. I do think it got weaker. The New 52 Titans got weaker towards the end of its run. I think it's Blinded by the Light or something like that. Some story arc towards the end of the New 52 Teen Titans is where it got kind of weaker for me. But I do like New 52 Tim Drake, you know, Red Robin. I liked his costume. It reminded me of a Falcon, and I liked how his basically the feathers on his costume, they could cut basically virtually anything. Like it was sort of laced with magical properties as well, so it could hurt Trigon and everything. It was cool. And the thing here is, okay, I don't know how many Trigon story arcs there are in the New 50, not the New Teen Titans. But that first story arc with Trigon, where Raven, like all the Teen Titans, basically I'm talking about the 80s one. All the Teen Titans, they kind of want to have nothing to do with Raven, right? So basically, I know you guys probably already know this, but it was just insane to me because they all forsake her, and how she brings them together. She kind of manipulates them, and it was insane. Like, it was crazy, and we saw her trying to do that in New 52, but it just wasn't as good, guys. How she was trying to manipulate them to get their souls and everything. It wasn't as good, but I do enjoy New 52 Teen Titans. Don't hate me, don't shoot me. Like, I did enjoy it. But I do understand and do believe as well now, currently, that just for me reading just a little bit of the past one, that is super superior to this one. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite story arc from the New Teen Titans from the 80s? Do you have one, or do you not care? For me, so far, it has to be the Trigon arc. Like, just look, like, with Raven, okay, Raven literally, like, I felt super sorry for her. Like, I did, guys. I felt so sorry for her. She literally had all this weight on her shoulders. It was insane. But yeah, I think so far. Remember, I've only read a few arcs of New Teen Titans, so there are obviously probably better ones, like the Judas Contract. I'm gonna be reviewing that one soon, or just talking about it at least. And also, you know, with the New 52 Teen Titans, I really like the story arc, you know, Kid Flash's trial, where we see his future and everything, like what he did in the future to basically try to save his people. And also, I like the one that focused on Wonder Girl a lot too. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. I don't want to keep this too long. But yeah, what did you guys think? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. And I will talk to you guys later.